Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Thursday afternoon, just before Friday, Monday morning podcast. And I'm just checking in on you. I'm just checking in to see how you're doing, specifically people in Australia and New Zealand. Why? Because I care that there's floods. Because I care that there's poisonous spiders and you're up to your armpits trying to jump on the back of a wallaby? No, because I'm a selfish cunt and I have a fucking streaming show to Australia and New Zealand tomorrow night, midnight, my time, some other fucking time, your time in Australia and New Zealand. People, it is going down under. Sorry. Yeah, they had all these fucking floods down there, and my security guy / muscle on the road, Club Soda Kenny, from the Opie and Anthony program, or as I like to call him, roided up Joe DeRosa, Club Soda Kenny sent me an email. He goes, I hope this isn't going to affect the show. And I looked it up, and it said there was all these ridiculous floods. And so I was, oh shit, I got to go down. I got to see what's going on down there. And of course, American Nudes, rather than just reporting on the floods and what's going on, they fucking sit there and go, there's swarms of poisonous spiders taking over these people's houses. And then as an example, they cut to this Australian guy he had a zillion spiders on his fence. And he was just totally nonchalant, like, yeah, you know, they're hanging out on the fence, and I imagine when the water goes down, they're going to go back into the ground. I saw the headline. I was like, oh, my God. Everybody's dying down there. I got to hand it to fucking Australia, man. Only 2 people died. That really just goes to show you, you know, when you have a country / continent where everybody's working out, seems to be going to the beach and swimming, only 2 people died. You know how many fucking fat Americans would have died? Well, not the fat ones. They sort of float away. They go out to sea. Yeah, and then they die, right? I think that's what it is. I remember that in Houston, when Houston had all those floods. You know, the death rate was way less because when the water went up, all those fatties that they voted fattest city 2 years in a row. So when the water came up, people were able to cling to some of their fattest relatives. And, you know, and sort of kick paddle over to that squinting guy over to his church there, whatever his fucking, Joel Osteen. And he didn't let him in. And that was my favorite fucking thing I've ever seen. Not that he didn't let him in, that people were surprised. So, anyway, I am so excited to do this show. I've been doing a bunch of spots, okay? So people in Australia, you know, pick your feet up, put them on the couch, and curl up with those spiders, because I'm doing the show tomorrow night with Al Del Benny, who's an expat who lives in Australia. We're going to have a great time, and I'm just going to fucking go off. Sorry to hear about the floods. Very happy to hear that the death toll, I think it was only 2 people, which is incredible if you see how high up the water was going. And then fucking Iceland, a place where I've performed at a couple of times, a volcano erupted. You know, I am so glad I'm not religious, because if I was religious right now, I'd be like, that's one of the signs. That's one of the signs that fucking so-and-so is coming back with the tablets in his long fucking robe.